Snapchat and rumbling. Fuck, shake your tits and swing your dicks. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the week, so rejoice with another fart hole blasting episode of your favorite internet sensation with libation, the Friday wrap-up. Before we get today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. Well, you know, fall is approaching. I told you guys I'm off tequila. I'm back to my tried and true old friend, good old Jack Daniels. Not just any old Jack Daniels. This is Jack Daniels bonded whiskey. A little stronger, a little bit better. So as I allude to drink up and be somebody. This is good sipping whiskey. I got this bottle last year for my birthday, which actually is coming up in another couple of months. And I'm like just at the tail end of it, so I like to savor it. So I figured, you know what, tonight's a good reason to break out the old Jack Daniels bonded just for you guys. Saying, ain't I benevolent? Look at that. Anyway, what a fucking week, man. Oh, it's been one hell of a busy week. The next couple of weeks are going to be hell because my busy season's coming up. I'm going to be on the road for the next 2 months. You know, back to being the old road warrior. You know, those COVID days are long gone. You got to get out and dust off the fucking, dust off the old chops. Start getting all duded up. Put the suits back on. Get out there and start making some fucking money. Anyway, like I said, next 2 months I'm going to solid them on the road. Ugh. Anyway, I'm sure I'll have a lot of good experiences to share, along with some good pub and grub reviews. Who knows? Maybe I'll even do a, roadshow wrap-up. You never know where I'm going to end up. So, I got to go out to, I gotta tour the upper north, east corner of New York. I got to go out to Chicago, Connecticut. I got a couple of spots I got to hit, so... I'll be on the road for the next 2 months. Anyway, so like I said, hopefully I have some good stories to share from the road. I heard a good joke the other night, and I want to share. Well, actually, before I get to that, I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that they opened up an Islamic center across the street from my house, which I was not fucking happy about. And a couple of weeks, like the last couple of weeks, every Friday I go outside after I cut the show. I usually do my editing while I'm outside because I'll smoke a cigar, and I hear them fucking chanting from across the street. And the last time I heard this, I'm like, oh fucking hell no! Either they're gonna go or I'm gonna go. And I've been here far too long for me to go first. Well, lo and behold, prayers do get answered. I guess some divine inspiration must have interceded with this Islamic center across the street from my house. Turns out they decided to vacate their lease, and today they slapped a for lease sign up in the window. I wonder what could have possibly happened. Anyhow, so that's good news, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. If another fucking terrorist organization moves into this goddamn neighborhood, the next thing that might happen might be some divine lightning. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, so that was some good news. And I also heard a really good fucking joke the other day at the bar, so I'd like to share it with you. How does one non-binary transgender person kill another binary transgender person? They kill them. Get it? It's a brain twister, I know. Anyhow, we got one hell of a show. Shots fired, freak off, stopping short, buckle up, baby. Here we go. On the persecution of Trump. Well, they tried to kill him again. Jesus fucking Christ, this is twice in 2-3 months? This has never fucking happened before. The second assassination attempt. So last Sunday, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. These poor guys trying to relax playing fucking golf. Now, I don't find golf to be a relaxing game, but hey, to each their own. And the fucking assassin is within a couple of 100 yards of the guy. Like, if he would have made the 6th hole, he'd be dead. So, what happened was, the Secret Service sees the barrel of an AK-47 sticking out of a fucking bush, so they start shooting. The guy takes off. Now, if it wasn't for the keen eye and maybe the slight derangement of this one, probably a Karen, okay, she sees this guy running out of fucking Mar-a-Lago and thinks something ain't right. So she watches him, he jumps into a car, so she fucking follows him and starts taking pictures of the guy's license plate and sending it to the local police, the Florida police. So that's how they ended up catching the guy. So the guy who tried to kill him, he's some fucking radical Democrat lunatic fuck. His name is Ryan Ruth. So they apprehended the guy. So the Secret Service shot at him, but they didn't kill him. So they apprehended him. And the feds are now involved. And they say, well, get this shit. So they fucking charged the guy with possession of an illegal firearm because the guy had an AK-47 with the serial numbers filed off. Okay? Now, it turns out this guy is some fucking radical lunatic. He's a registered Democrat. He's been documented going to Kamala Harris rallies. Okay? Hates Trump. Actually has a history of calling for the assassination of Trump, saying he wrote a book, and self-published. And in the book, he was saying how he wishes Iran would assassinate Trump. The guy went to fucking Ukraine and tried to put together some kind of terrorist army. The guy's a nutcase. Okay? He's a known nutcase. He's from Hawaii. I don't know what the fucking sun does out there in Hawaii. So it turns out the guy's got 60... Here's the things that don't add up. So the feds pinched him and charged him with the possession of a legal weapon. But they didn't charge him with attempted murder, and they're still trying to establish the fucking motive. Like, you really need to be fucking Kojak to figure this out? The guy's a fucking left-wing fucking lunatic. That's his motive. He tried to assassinate the Republican fucking presidential candidate, who, by the way, is fucking leading in all the polls and probably will be our 47th president. Unless they figure out a way to, the fucking election. But anyhow, so the feds are still trying to establish a motive. This is the same FBI that can't figure out how to crack the first assassin's cell phone. But yet, you Venmo somebody in like fucking, North Jersey, the feds are like have a helicopter over your house within fucking 48 hours. But they can't crack this kid's phone. And they can't figure out this left-wing nutcase's motive. Okay. So, the alarming part is this. Aside from the fact that this is the second fucking assassination attempt on this man's life, okay? The fact that the guy got this close, he was within couple of hundred yards, and the feds turn around and go, well, it's not like they had a direct line of sight on Trump. The guy had a fucking AK-47. You don't need a direct line of sight. You squeeze the trigger and go like this. You're gonna hit something. Stevie Wonder can fucking kill him at that fucking distance with an AK-47. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't understand. I really don't. How the fuck does this keep happening? Okay, like are they asleep with the switch? I promise you, there is a fucking mole on his detail. His Secret Service detail is compromised at some point. Okay, and Biden is directly responsible for his fucking details. So the people that are saying he's a threat to democracy, and he's going to be a dictator, and he's the next Hitler, and he's the next Mussolini, which if you said that to my grandmother, she'd make a novena because she was the president of the Mussolini fan club. Okay, but you say the same people that are saying this are also in charge of his security. So they kept refusing to give him more Secret Service. Now, because it looks bad. The optics of it are fucking terrible. So they now actually gave him like almost like a presidential Secret Service. I can't talk today. Secret Service detail. Now Biden even said, "Well, Secret Service is shorthanded." Really? That's the fucking reason? I tell you what. If that's the problem, I have a very easy solution. Donald, give your old friend a call. I'll be your fucking lead security. I promise you, no one will get within fucking 30 miles of you. Because if I see a guy like that, I'm not going to just kill him. No. We're going to drag them out of the fucking bushes. And we're going to take a couple of baseball bats. And we're going to televise this. It might be the next Friday Rapper. We're going to beat this motherfucker like a savage with baseball bats. But we're going to keep him alive. And then when he comes to, we're going to beat him again. Eventually, I'm going to stick his head in the fucking vice and squash it. Okay? And we're going to put this out there for all these other would-be assassins to see. And that, I promise you, will deter anybody from trying to clip the guy. Okay? So, you get a couple of guys from the neighborhood, put me under detail, don't worry about it. No one's even going to even think of assassinating this man. But I mean, seriously, they don't know what his fucking motive is? Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, you don't need to, you could be a detective for 5 minutes and figure out his fucking motive. So, it's insane. I would not, now the guy's had ties to Iran. I wouldn't be surprised if there was if he was, an unofficial operative. I love when Biden and Harris are, we contacted Trump and we're relieved he's okay. Yeah, they're relieved. My ass, they're fucking relieved. Even their face goes, God damn it, they missed again. Shit. Seriously. And the media, oh my God, the media's even fucking worse. They're blaming Trump for the fact that someone tried to assassinate him. They're basically saying, shut up and don't hold rallies, don't play golf, and nothing will happen. You know something? The way I look at that, that's a veiled threat. It's basically the Democrats' way of saying, listen, you don't want to get killed? Go away. They're so fucking desperate that they couldn't use lawfare to get him. Now they're actually trying to fucking kill him. I mean, it's the gang that can't shoot straight. But, listen. I mean, how long... it's luck, okay? He was lucky the first time. He was lucky this time, okay? How long is your luck going to run out? As a matter of fact, Eric Trump was on, I think it was Hannity, or one of these Fox News stations, and he was saying, listen, my fault is running out of lives. And the kid got choked up, too. So, I mean, he's being sincere, and I don't blame him. I mean, if that was my fault, I'd be a little fucking, mentally irregular myself. But I gotta give this guy credit. I really do. I mean, even fucking Chris Cuomo, who's not a Trump supporter. He's a Cuomo, okay? He actually went on his show, and he called Trump and apologized to him for the way the media is reacting and the way people are fucking talking and shit like that, because this shouldn't be happening. The people that are saying he's a threat to democracy are actually the ones threatening democracy. There, I fucking said it, okay? If it's a fair election, just let the cards fall where they fall. And whatever happens, happens. I'm okay with that, okay? If it's a legitimate election and Trump happens to lose, all that tells me is we're surrounded by fucking retards. Okay, so the retards outnumber us. If it's a legitimate election. But I'm not that jaded. I'm pretty sure there's a few more intelligent people than there are stupids out there. And again, they know that. So if this is a fair election, yeah, he's going to win. But you know something? Look, let the card, that's democracy. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Was I excited by the fact Obama won? No. Well, it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Okay? The last election, we're not going to get me started on that because we all know my views on that. But this one, they know they can't do what they did the last time. It won't work. Okay, so now they're trying every other fucking method. I mean, they're getting desperate. They're trying to kill the guy. Okay? I mean, seriously. And I got to give him credit. Nothing stops him. Cuomo even said, he goes, listen, if somebody tried to kill me once, let alone twice, he goes, you'd never see me again. And meanwhile, here's this guy the next fucking day, he's on Long Island doing a fucking rally. That guy's got fucking, he might be, a trust fund kid. I mean, understand something. He's a New Yorker. He's like us. He grew up in Queens. He may not be a street guy, but I give him credit. He's got fucking castañas like that. I mean, I know hardened guys that if somebody tried to take a pot shot at him once or twice, they'd go on the fucking land. This guy, lay low, is not in his fucking vocabulary. So I gotta give him some credit for that. I mean, I get it. At the same time, like people say, oh, I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't. I know me pretty well. So I kind of understand where he's coming from. Because if it was me, I can honestly tell you, yeah, I wouldn't let it stop me either. But only because I'm spiteful. All right? Has nothing to do with courage. Okay? Fear is not a thing for me, but I get where he's coming from. It's spite. It's a fucking borrowed thing. Okay? It's spite. I get it. All right? So, if he acquiesces, that means he loses. So, I get where he's coming from, because I would do the same thing. Now, I'll tell you this, and I hope I'm fucking wrong, but I'm going to tell you something. I'll bet my last time this is not the last time they try to take a shot at this guy. I mean, in all honesty, when he wins, they're going to definitely try to kill him. They're going to try to fucking assassinate him, because impeachment doesn't work. So that's not going to happen. And quite honestly, by the time he gets into office, they'll have a fucking GOP majority, so they won't be able to impeach him. But I'm going to tell you something right now. They're going to try to fucking assassinate him. They already tried twice. This ain't going to be the last time. They may try 1 or 2 more times before the election, but when he gets elected, they're going to fucking try to kill him. Matter of fact, as they're swearing him in, all of a sudden, a straight bullet's going to hit this poor bastard. And they're going to find demented Biden standing there holding the gun, because somebody's going to walk up to Joe and go, here, hold this. Huh? And, they'll just play it off like, well, he's crazy. I hope I'm wrong. I honestly don't. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm pretty sure they're going to try to take a fucking shot at this guy. Okay? And then at that point, they'll probably corner Vance and go, listen, do you play ball or you're next, pal? That's how this shit works. Okay? They made Joe an offer he couldn't refuse, so he had to stand aside. This guy doesn't take to that shit. So what do you do with a son of a bitch like this? You gotta kill him. And that's what they're fucking trying to do. Okay? You cannot tell me this is a coincidence. You cannot tell me that, it's an isolated incident. We don't know what. This is an unofficial op. There, I said it. Okay? Anyway, they tried to kill him. He's still out there, and he's still fucking running. You got to give this crazy bastard credit. Now, that should tell you everything you need to know right there. 2 attempts in his life, and he's still in the fucking race. Listen, when they're that desperate to try to fucking lock you up or kill you, you know that person is not full of shit. Okay? You know if they're trying, you may not like him. You may think he's brash and arrogant and a jerk off. Fine. You know what? Everybody thinks that about New Yorkers. But the fact that the establishment is either trying to lock him up or kill him just to shut him up, you know right then and there, this guy is not full of shit. So you could take that to the fucking bank. Okay? Anyhow, what else happened on the person? Breaking news. Iran hacked the Trump campaign and then gave the info to the Biden-Harris campaign back over the summer, which Harris was aware of it, Biden was aware of it, and nobody reported it. It just leaked because of a fucking whistleblower. What kind of information they got, what they fucking sent over to the opposing side, I don't know, but here we go. It's just like fucking Russia. They're spying on his campaign. Okay, when he ran against Hillary Clinton, Obama did it. Spied on his campaign. Here we go. We're doing it all over again. Okay? Yeah, fucking old habits die hard. Okay? Same shit, different rapper. Okay? But yeah, there's no cheating. There's no cheating. Okay? Bullshit. Just bullshit. Alright? Anyway, my friend Donald gave a huge rally this week, Wednesday, at the Nassau Coliseum at the Old Barn. And let me tell you something. I knew a lot of people that went. I was getting fucking videos all night long. Okay? There were thousands of people there. Thousands. Kamala could say, people leave your rallies all they want. Listen, maybe some people leave early because they want to beat the traffic, trying to get out of there because it's probably a fucking madhouse. But it was so packed. Having a ticket didn't guarantee you a seat. Okay? So there were people that were lined up from like the night before, let alone, you're supposed to be there at 3 o'clock. They were lined up from the night before. Some people didn't get in. They had watch parties outside in the parking lot, that big screen set up, and Trump was magnanimous. He was on point. He was funny. He was charming. And you know something? He really fucking... I don't know how you don't flip New York. Okay? I really don't. I really don't fucking know. But anyhow, He gave a fucking great rally from what I heard. Matter of fact, he even called out my friend Harry.
You can do all of this and more, but patriotic New Yorkers must get your asses out to vote. Gotta get up. Gotta get up. Harry, get up, Harry. Harry, get your fat ass out of the couch. You're gonna vote for Trump today, Harry. Get up, Harry. Come on, let's go. Let's go, Harry.
I showed that clip to a friend of mine the other night at the bar. And I'm like, hey, Harry. I said, I didn't know you know Trump. He goes, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, he at the rally. He gave me a shout out. He goes, what? So I played in the video. The fucking guy almost died. Now, during the rally, Trump happened to mention that the rank and file of the Teamsters declined to endorse Kamala Harris. And that's a pretty rare thing because usually the fucking Teamsters always back a Democrat. I never said the fucking Teamsters were anything close to being intelligent. However, the rank and file of the Teamsters, not the bureaucrats in the union, but the actual fucking blue-collar grunts like us, right? They don't vote Democrat. As a matter of fact, about over 68% of the rank and file of the Democrats backed Trump. So naturally, the Teamsters declined to endorse Kamala Harris. However, they didn't endorse Trump. And this is where I have a fucking problem. First of all, the Teamsters president, Sean O'Brien, is a spineless fucking pussy. He gives this big fucking hot-winded speech at the RNC. All fucking hot air. All bravado. Okay? And meanwhile, his entire... over 68% of the rank and file of the fucking, blue-blooded fucking, knuckle-bleeding Teamsters all say they back Trump. So at that point, the fucking president of the Teamsters should have endorsed Donald Trump. Instead, he goes, oh, we're just not going to endorse anybody. You gutless fucking pussy, you. Okay? He should either grow a set of fucking balls or dive in front of a fucking speeding tractor trailer. This Irish piece of shit. Okay? No offense to the Irish people, but this motherfucker is a gutless fucking worm. Piece of shit. Anyway, after Trump gave a beautiful rally at the Coliseum, he did happen to appear on Gutfeld last night. And I gotta tell you something. This was a fucking great day. He should be on late night more. Okay, because he was relaxed. He was charming. I mean, I always think the guy's charming because he's like me. He's a little bit of a jerk off. That's okay. So am I. He's a bit of an asshole. It's a thing. Okay, I get it. But I don't find him to be abrasive. I'm used to that shit. I'm Italian. It's the only non-Italian liberals go, oh my God, that's so abrasive. If you know an Italian, like a real one, not one of these ones that just has a vowel at the end of the name but votes wrong, then this isn't abrasive to you. Trust me. Okay? So he was on Gutfeld, gave a fuck. I mean, it was the most interesting and probably the best episode of Gutfeld I ever saw. And they all had a great time. Tyrus gives Trump a fucking like wrestling championship belt. And Trump's like, wow, this is great. He goes, wow, this thing's heavy. He goes, and Tyrus goes, did you really think? My brother from another mother, Tyrus, my doppelganger apparently. He goes, did you really think I'd give the president of the United States a fucking, fake belt? He goes, it's the real deal. And Gutfeld turns and goes, you should wear that next time you play golf, for safety reasons, because you have the big belt buckle. It was a great episode. Hopefully you were able to, DVR that. If not, I'm sure you can find it on demand somewhere. Anyway, on Tackling Kamala's Crazy Corner, Kamala received questions ahead of the debate. Be still my beating heart. I'm fucking shocked. I'm not at all surprised by this. So a whistleblower from ABC, and this was actually, he signed an affidavit before the fucking, I think the debate was on the 10th, he signed this on the 9th. He attested to the fact that Kamala Harris's people were given the questions in advance prior to the fucking debate. No, I mean, listen, I don't blame Trump for not wanting to debate again. This is why I said he didn't lose that debate. He was debating 4 fucking people, yes. Okay, Kamala, the 2 moderators, and whoever was telling Kamala what to say in her fucking ears. She definitely was wearing earbuds, no question about it. Okay, even the company who made the earbuds recognized their product. They put out a big tweet. Yeah, they were happy that the vice president likes our fucking earbuds. Yeah, no shit, right? So I don't blame Trump for not wanting to debate again. Why should he? It's not like he can even get a remotely fair one. Listen, in my opinion, okay, if you're going to do a presidential debate, it should be nonpartisan. So what I mean is, maybe you do a coin toss on the network. I don't know which one, because if you go to Fox, they're going to be conservative, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But in all fairness, if you go to Fox, that's going to be conservative. If you go ABC, NBC, CNN, all of that shit, that's all lefty. So I don't know what network you pick, but if you flip the coin and pick a network, fine. You have 2 moderators. One from a liberal network like CNN or whatever the fuck, and then one from a conservative network like Hannity or Laura Ingraham or something like that, okay? Or Harris Faulkner, like somebody like, so you have, one from column A and one from column B. And you do this in front of a live audience, and you also take audience questions, okay? Because they can't be coerced. So that's a fucking legitimate type of debate. If you're gonna, if they're gonna do something like that, then I can see Trump agreeing to it. But otherwise, outside of that, I wouldn't fucking do another one either. Why? Why bother? Okay, it's not worth it. Hey, baby, what we gonna talk about today on Black and White? Well, Pop. Oh, hey, baby, how you doing? Where you look? You look handsome in that Donald Trump shirt. You know what? Thank you, Big Mama. I mean, can we get back to the show? Oh, baby, you can do whatever you want, baby. Fine, baby, fine. Ooh, Big Mama, one piece. Okay, all right. Anyway, how you doing, Pop? What's going on, son? What's cracking-lacking? How was your week? My week was something, was something. Well, baby, was you stressed? You want Big Mama rub your neck or something? No, I'm okay, Big Mama. I'm all right. Okay, baby, you want me to give you your drink? You want to sip on it? I'm okay for right now, okay? Can I get back to the... Well, baby, you go ahead. You go. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Can't you see we trying to talk? You shut the fuck up, Leroy. I'm trying to talk to my mans. Your man? Your man? This ain't your man, motherfucker. He wouldn't touch you with someone else's dick. You shut the fuck up. All right, okay? Can we... Ooh, I'm sorry, baby. Ooh, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. You go ahead, baby. You go ahead. Okay. All right, anyway... what's going on? What's going on, baby? So what we going to talk about today? Well, we are going to talk about pandering for votes. Pandering for... What the hell that mean? Well, you talking about like them Black Panthers and shit? No. You know how liberals especially, they're vying for the black vote. Oh, that's right. They think we all motherfucking stupid. Yeah, I know. So they do stupid shit thinking that that's going to get the black vote in and all that stuff. Yeah, I hate that motherfucking... Yeah, you know what that said? That's some racist bullshit right there. I hate that shit too. I know you ain't racist, baby. Yeah, okay, but... All right, so that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about pandering for the black vote. Take a look at this. What in the hell was that? Look at this old white motherfucker dancing like a dumbass mother. You know what? That man ain't got no rhythm. I bet you he can't fuck. Well, I don't know. His wife never really looks overly excited. Have we ever seen that bitch? I saw her once in a photo. Did she look happy? No. Then she can't fuck. Big Mama right. Ooh, Leroy, you say that I'm right. Shut the fuck up. Don't let that shit go to your head. Sometimes you ain't right. Even a broken clock right twice a day. What you trying to say, motherfucker? I ain't broken? Because I come over there, I'll break your ass. But I break. Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody saying shit. Okay, can we get back to the video? Ooh, baby, I'm sorry. Ooh, I know I keep interrupting. Okay, anyhow. Yeah, so you saw it. This motherfucker. What was he fucking listening to? Crisscross? That shit was died in 1990. Is that the last time this motherfucker listened to hip hop? Them motherfuckers weren't even black. That's true, actually, yeah. And he think that going to work and get our vote. These motherfuckers think we stupid. Nah, baby, we go with you go with. We were gonna vote for Trump just like you, baby. Well, that's good to know, Big Mama. I mean, I'm happy. Well, I know you're happy. How happy is you, baby? You want Big Mama to make it bigger, even more happy? No. That's okay. That's okay. Well, I tell you what. Why don't you go freshen up and then I'll talk to you. Ooh, I might have to. Lord. Ooh, baby, I might have to prepare. Yeah, you go do that. You really gonna bang that bitch out? No, hell no. I just said that so she'd get lost. Anyways, so there you go. All right, kids, get your tickets out. We're about to hop onto that maniacal, magical express in the mayhem and fuckery. Crazy train's about to leave the station. Oh, but woo! First stop, New York City, baby. Okay, well, New York officials are calling for Mayor Motherfucker to resign due to his entire inner staff being investigated by the feds and the city's complete fucking mismanagement. So every top-level aide that this fucking guy appointed, including the commissioner of fucking police and the commissioner of the FDNY, who both suddenly fucking resigned. Everybody he appointed is being investigated by the feds for bribery, embezzlement, and all of that shit. Everyone he happened to appoint to top-level positions all just happened to be related. In case you didn't notice, like what the fuck? Okay, seriously, like they allowed that, and it was like they thought that was a good idea. Like that wasn't nepotism. That wasn't like fucking a little like shady. Come on, man. I mean, and meanwhile, the whole his entire top level staff is being investigated by the feds. It's just it's not a question of if, it's when. Sooner or later, the buck stops with fucking Mayor Motherfucker. I mean, seriously. I mean, I guess too much chocolate is not a good thing. Just saying. Next stop while we're in New York City. So Diddy is under federal indictment for sex trafficking and racketeering in New York City. So he had to fly in and surrender. And meanwhile, he's vehemently denying all the charges. However, reports say that they got a fucking ironclad case on this guy. Like, I mean, the fucking debauchery and I mean, basically it's just raped women, raped men, drugs, drugging. It's a shit show. Nothing out of the ordinary. And I'm gonna tell you something. Back in the day, Diddy was a client of mine when I had the entertainment company, so I know him. I mean, I always knew he was a little off, but I never saw any of these things. I never saw, the parties I did for him were like family and corporate events. They weren't freak-offs, okay? So anybody who attended these fucking freak-offs, they're all going down to, like, if you ran a train with Diddy, if you did anything with him, you attended one of these parties, your ass is getting indicted too. So I'm just curious to see what's going to happen next. Okay, one or two things are going to happen to this guy. Because all these people that attend, they got the fucking goods on him. They don't have the goods on anybody else yet. Otherwise, there'd be massive indictments coming down at the same time. So either he's going to mysteriously die in prison like Jeffrey Epstein, or he's going to fucking cut a deal. He's going to rat out everybody. So I'm hoping he does rat, because I just want to see who else is going to fall. This guy's the first fucking domino. They got him dead to rights because they're holding him without bail in isolation. Now, this is also the same DA that doesn't like to prosecute criminals, that goes after non-criminals. So if they're holding Diddy without bail, they got something. They're making this motherfucker sweat. So either he's cutting the deal, and I can't wait to see who he gives up. Okay, because that might be what they want. And then he might mysteriously die in prison, and then whoever he gives up might get sealed, and then nothing may ever happen. That's probably what how the scenario is going to play out. But I'm pretty sure the names he's going to name: Obama, Michelle Obama, that fucking crybaby fuck LeBron, and the list will go on and on and on and on and on and on. First of all, the guy's a $3 bill. Okay, that's why he beats the shit out of all the fucking broads he's with because he's a fruit. Okay, and he refuses to come out of the closet because then he won't look like, all of these fucking guys are all in the DL. All of them. That's why black women prefer white guys, especially Italians. It's true. Okay, because they know we like vagina. Okay, like if a white guy's a $3 bill, right out of the gate, the guy's all flowery and shit like that. Not that there isn't black guys that are like that, but a lot of these fucking guys are on a DL. They went to the joint, they participated in long steamy showers, and they enjoyed it. And every so often when they come out, they're like getting a fucking cock rammed up their ass. I'm just telling you, okay? So, anyway, next stop, North Babylon, Long Island. Driving school instructor from Fitzgerald's Driving School, Arnold Steckler, wow, he's a looker, huh? is accused of making inappropriate contact with a 20-year-old female during a driving lesson. What did he do, stop short? Stop short. I shouldn't laugh, that's not funny. I just keep thinking of Frank Costanza during Seinfeld. All right, kids, your sports update. So Major League Baseball. Well, the Yankees clinched a playoff spot. I'm fucking stunned. Stunned. Listen, I love the Yankees. I'm wearing my Yankee hat today. I do. Everything in my office is Yankees. I love the fucking Yankees, right? But I'm also a realistic person. All right, I said they might make the playoffs, so they did. They clinched the first spot in the playoffs. Go for that. But don't get your hopes up, true believers, because it ain't going to go further than that. They're not making the World Series. If they did, they would fucking lose. So I'd rather them get knocked out now. They're probably not going to make it past the first round of the playoffs. Listen, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. They don't have the pitching. They just don't. They may have the bats, yes, but they don't have the fucking pitching. Not only don't they have the pitching, they don't have the fucking bullpen either. And on top of which, you got a retard driving the fucking bus, okay? You got that fucking big-eared, seed-chewing cockfucker, fucking Aaron Boone, who knows nothing about what he's doing. That's like walking through a room full of naked women with their vaginas sticking out and your cock hard, and you're going, oh, I got laid. Because you're going to bang into shit. Eventually, your cock's going to slide into a vagina. That's basically what we're at right now, okay? That doesn't mean he's going to create an orgasm vis-a-vis a World Series victory. It ain't happening. This motherfucker cannot get this team past round one because he doesn't know what he's doing. The fact that he's even here is just blind, stupid fucking luck. That's it. The rest of the division sucks. And this is a team I love. Imagine if I fucking hated them. Okay, so there you go. They clinched the playoff spot. Good for you. Salud. We get to watch the Yankees a little bit longer than usual, but don't get too comfortable. Okay? I'm pretty sure the Phillies are going to be winning the World Series this year. So, Yankees versus the A's tonight at 9:40. Mets and Phillies tonight at 7:10. And NFL. Ay, Maron. I can't. All right, so Giants game 2 loss. Like, what the fuck is happening? So, the fucking Washington Redskins? I could beat the fucking Redskins. So the kicker somehow gets hurt. And, he's down. You would think, as the head coach of the Giants, you call up the next fucking guy. This moron decides to not call up a new kicker. It comes down to a fucking kick. It comes down to a goddamn field goal, and the fucking Redskins punished the Giants. It was a stupid fucking loss. Like, this should have never happened. As a matter of fact, this picture says it all about the whole season. Okay? Yeah. You know what? Dable was better when he was fat. Okay, because when he was fat, he was full. He could think straight. Now that he's on Ozempic and he's all skinny, he's fucking hungry all the time. The motherfucker can't think. He don't know what he's doing. Your kicker gets hurt, you go, oh, I don't need one. Are you out of your fucking mind? Seriously? The plays that he's calling are I mean, what the fuck are you doing? And then you got a quarterback that doesn't know he's a goddamn quarterback. He can't call an audible when the coach is having a mental breakdown. Now, that being said, Daniel Jones did have a better game 2 than he had for game 1, but he still sucks. I don't understand what is happening. Like, can you put somebody, just pick a fucking random fan at this point. You hand him the football and go, here, throw it that way. I mean, that would be better than what the fuck we got. Meanwhile, you got the Jets winning fucking football games. Why? Because they got a quarterback. They don't have the rest of the team. Like, their receivers don't know that they're supposed to catch. But they still got a fucking quarterback that can throw, who can make plays. As long as the receivers catch the ball, they can return it for a fucking touchdown. The Giants don't even have that fucking luxury. You know what? I wish I hated football. I really do. I really fucking do. Thank God my backup team, the New Orleans Saints, are doing well. Okay? They destroyed the fucking Cowboys last weekend, which I absolutely love. Because I was watching both games at the same time. Because God forbid they put like one team on at 1 and another team on at 4. They got to put all the fucking games I want to watch on at the same time. So I got to find a bar with 19 fucking TVs. And then I got to drive them crazy. Put the Giants on over here. Put the Saints on over there. Put the fucking Jets on. When I say the Saints, everyone looks at me and goes, why do you watch the Saints for? I'm like, because I like the Saints. Put them on over here. Put the Jets on. So I got to watch all 3 games at once. I feel like I'm fucking making a book again. It's ridiculous. But the Saints had a fucking exquisite game. It was actually an historical score. I think it was like 44-19 or something like that. For some reason, that's like an unheard of score. But yeah, they destroyed the Cowboys. That was at least a consolation prize, but not enough. Okay? Because at the end of the day, even though I love the Saints, I'm still a Giants fan first. It's just the way it is. So, this week's disappointment is as follows. Giants and Browns Sunday at 1 o'clock. Really wanted to predict the outcome of this game. Jets played on Thursday, so they're off this weekend. Bills and Jags Monday at 7:30. And the Saints play the Eggshells from Philly at 1 o'clock on Sunday. On Tommy's Pub and Grub review. Now, I didn't get the chance to, go out and explore the spots this week, but and I actually wasn't even going to mention the Pub and Grub review until, yesterday. I was talking to one of my boys who lives down in Florida now, and he's originally from New Orleans, and he was telling me, he's like, yeah, dude, I'm flying out to New Orleans this weekend. We're gonna go check out. He's taking his son to see an LSU game for the first time at Tiger Stadium, and I'm like, dude, that's fucking awesome because LSU has the absolute fucking best tailgates in the world. I mean, every other tailgate you got like burgers and hot dogs. You go to a fucking tailgate at LSU in New Orleans. Dude, burgers and hot dogs are far from the fair. You got gumbos, you got etouffees, you got beignets, you got fucking hurricanes, you got grenades. Oh my, the turbo dogs are flowing by the fucking gallon. It's amazing. Last time I went to an LSU fucking tailgate, my liver still hasn't forgiven me for it. It was the greatest thing, the greatest fucking thing in the world. So, so we're bullshitting. And his cousin, his father's cousin, owns Central Grocery. Now, Central Grocery is an old staple in New Orleans. It's down on Decatur Street in the French Quarter. And when I was down there, I used to go to Central Grocery all the time because they had one of my all-time favorite sandwiches, the muffalata. They invented the muffalata. Now, it's often been imitated and duplicated, and there's a couple of the spots in the city that make it good, but nobody makes it better than Central Grocery. Okay? It's an old Sicilian, like Salo Maria. But they invented this sandwich. Let me tell you something. It is the ultimate Italian hero. Like, I mean, you can get a Godfather. You can get Italian heroes all day long. I can tell you half a dozen places over here in Brooklyn, even Staten Island, that make great Italian heroes. But nothing comes close to a fucking muffalata. First of all, the bread. The hallmark of a good sandwich is the bread. Now, normally you'd think Italian bread, semolina, something like that. Nay. Not with a muffalata. They put it on focaccia. Now, they make everything fresh here. They make their own mozzarella. They make their own focaccia. Every day they're baking fresh focaccia bread. Now, the focaccia that they use, it's about the size of a pizza. Okay? Now, if you ever had focaccia bread, you know what I'm talking about. It's like nice olive oily. It's almost like a pizza. And they slice it down the middle, and they pile it up with all the, Italian meats. Gabagool, mortadella, prosciutto, hot gabagool, sweet gabagool, salami. And they put a layer of fresh mozzarella. And then this is what makes a muffalata different from everything else. They make this olive salad. It's like a tapenade. It's, and you can do a couple different ways. You've actually... On one of my eating the neighborhoods, I made like an Italian hero with the olive salad on it, because that's the way you talk. So it's usually like olives, peppers, and they green olives, black olives, Kalamata olives, and maybe some roasted peppers, and they chop it all up, and they toss it with some good olive oil and some seasonings, garlic and all that stuff, and then they just smear it all over the top of this thing. I mean, it's loaded with olive oil, and it just soaks into the sandwich. Now, when you go into Central Grocery, they sell it by the quarter. Now, when I would go in, I'd break the guy's balls all the time. Like, give me a half. Because you want a half of them? I could try to eat the entire one, but then I know I'd be in a food coma. So if I knew I was going to Central Grocery for a muffalata, I purposely wouldn't eat for like a day and a half. Like I would just purge myself so I could go there and I could put down a half of a sandwich without like slipping into like a mild coma. Like it is the absolute. So I was telling my buddy, he's telling me, he's like, we're going to New Orleans this weekend. I'm like, motherfucker. I said I would tear somebody's fucking arms off for a goddamn muffalata from Central Grocery. He goes, yeah, I'm going to see my cousin. He goes, my uncle. His uncle goes, yeah, I'm going to see him this weekend. I'm like, dude, if you weren't in fucking Florida, I'd tell you, fly me back a sandwich. I said, can you tell your uncle to ship me one? He goes, I'll ask him. Hopefully he does, because that would make my fucking day. Nothing better. I mean, like I said, I'm a sandwich guy. One of my it's like in my top 5. Like top 5. Like, you know what you got to do to be in like my top 5 sandwich rotation? Like, that's a fucking spot. Like, I would fly all the way to fucking New Orleans just for that. Swear to God. Just like I would drive from Pennsylvania to Brooklyn just for a fucking roll and roasted sandwich. Or vice versa. I would go all the way to fucking Philly for a cheesesteak from Jim's. Okay? Like I said, top 5. Like, that's 2 of my top 5s are in fucking Philly. Primo's and Jim's. But like, it's a very tough list. Okay? So I'm just saying, my top 5 rotation, fucking a muffalata from Central Grocery is definitely in there. So, if you're ever in the French Quarter, do yourself a favor and stop on in. Tell them Uncle Tommy sent you. Okay, kids, on What the Fuck Is That? We're going to talk about Haitian pussy eaters. Now, I mentioned last week that there's been some talk of Haitian migrants eating people's pets in Ohio. So, some people are saying it's speculation, other people... Now, there are videos that I've done some research. There are videos online of people grilling Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio, grilling cats. Now, I have a few Haitian friends. I asked one of them, and the guy laughed, and he goes, I don't know, I got to ask my parents. I asked another friend of mine, and he even said, he goes, I don't know if they're eating them, they might be using them for voodoo. He said, but I'll ask my parents. Then I asked another friend of mine, I said, what's going on with Haitians? You're fucking eating pets. And he just started laughing. He said, I knew you were going to fucking ask me this, you motherfucker. I said, no, come on. I said, your mother's from fucking Haiti. He goes, yeah. He goes, I asked her. He goes, as soon as I saw this. He's like, because I fucking knew you were going to ask me. He's like, and she told me, he goes, yeah, in some villages, in some places, they do kill. She said, they don't eat them necessarily for, like, food, like a steak or anything, because it's a voodoo thing. She said, but yeah, it does happen. So he's like, yeah, motherfucker, it does happen. He goes, but those are like the simple ones. So it's confirmed. It's a cultural thing. They may not necessarily be eating them for sustenance, but it is a voodoo practice. I didn't want to know anything further than that. Now, that being said, I'm tired of the fucking denial of this happening. So, like, Peter Ducey, a Fox News reporter, asked KJP, Karine Jean-Pierre, about this, and she got very defensive. And to that I say this. That meme says it all. You're welcome, America. All right, kids on Write a Racist. What happened to my Write a Racist card? Oh, here it is. Things are flying off my desk over here. Okay, kids on Write a Racist. As of 2015, based on the total number of global downloads of the Whippler app, which is a kink-friendly Tinder-like app, the United States turns out is the kinkiest country in the world. Well, that's right. 70% of the user base lives in the red, white, black, and blue. Okay? I'm shocked by this. I would have thought Japan was the kinkiest fucking country in the world. Turns out the United States is still leading in certain areas. Okay, kids, your PSA. So, my t-shirts with Trump on them tend to anger a lot of fucking people. And to that, I don't really give a shit. Serves its purpose. That's the point. So I was talking to a couple of buddies of mine in the bar the other day, and one guy was saying, I was going to wear my Trump hat. He's like, I was afraid. I didn't want to deal with the bullshit. I said, listen to me. I'll tell you something right now. Here's how I shut these fucking people up. It's a very simple thing. I came to the realization not that long ago that being a liberal Democrat is not a political ideology. It's a mental issue. Like, it's a disease. Like, there's something wrong with these people. And it could be easily cured with, like, shock therapy and lithium. Okay? Like, these people are sick. They have a problem. It's no different than people who have cancer. Okay? So, when I come across one of these fucking drooling libtards and they start giving me fucking style, oh, Trump is this and Trump is that, and I go, let me stop you right there. Let me ask you a stupid question. Do you plan on voting for Kamala Harris? Did you vote for Biden? Yes, oh, okay, so you're a liberal. Are you currently being treated by a physician? No, why? I'm like, well, you should see a doctor. Would you like me to recommend somebody? You need a little, some proper medical care and medication, and you'll be voting right in no time. So there you go. So, just keep in mind when you come across one of these fucking mouth-breathing droolers, they're sick in the fucking head. Anyway, stay COVID-less, kids. No mess. Don't ask. Haters can kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? That's been your Friday wrap-up, and I'll see you when I see you.